Look out below. Parts of the Purple People Bridge are crumbling, sending some chunks of stone to the ground. 9 News reporter Jay Warren is live at Yateman's Cove to show us the problem and the fight over who's going to fix it. Jay?
Well, Carol, built in 1872 for the Louisville and Nashville Railroad, is certainly a great piece of history, but at 140 years old, it obviously needs some maintenance. And when Kentucky had the whole thing, they took care of the whole thing. But now that Newport has it, the same can't be said. Make no mistake, some of the stone that supports the Purple People Bridge, as demonstrated in that little test, is dry and brittle. And if you look up, you can see where pieces are starting to fall away.
I clearly can see the damage.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything really.
That's Joe Gross, who runs Wheel Fun Rentals. He's down at Yateman's Cove a few times a week. This bridge is a place where folks on top and down below like to run and walk every day. People like Eric Kinsler come down here to work out. The thought that maybe some stone is crumbling off of it, at least on that side, does that concern you much? Or?
Well, a little bit. Might help us a little bit to stay motivated to work out.
Get under quickly?
Yeah.
Some paths take you under the bridge near the crumbling area.
It'll take you down to the river down here. It's like a ramp instead of taking the stairs. It's
Gotcha.
a different way, and that does cross underneath the bridge.
When Kentucky owned the bridge, it did the repair work. But since it gave the bridge to Newport, the city says it never signed an agreement to repair it, especially all the way over on the Cincinnati side. Cincinnati plans to fix it anyway and then sue Newport for the expense. As for Kinsler, he thinks Newport ought to pony up.
Well, I would say Newport can afford it. I work in Newport, and they pay, I think it's about $500 a paycheck for Newport city taxes. So I assume they have the money to pay for it.
Now, I reached out to City Manager Tom Fromey over in Newport. He didn't get back to us for comment, but his position has been, why should Newport pay for something that's not even in Newport? Again, Cincinnati plans to fix it and then sue to make up the expense. When they plan to get the work started, we have yet to learn. Clyde and Carol?
All right, thanks, Jay.